Hello everybody, this is Clinton at the Best Buy blog, and today I have a review for you. Two products from Sennheiser. The first is the XS wireless in-ear monitoring set, which can be used for stage performance and other live sound situations. And the second is the IE 100 Pro in-ear monitoring headphone set, which can be used with the XS wireless in-ear monitoring set. In my experience as a professional musician, I have come across Sennheiser wireless products consistently. They have made their mark in the industry for a very long time. High quality products, not only in the wireless realm, but also in the monitoring realm. So when we talk about headphones, or we talk about in-ear monitoring, and also when we talk about microphones. In today's review, we'll take a look at each of the two products, the XS wireless in-ear monitoring set and the IE 100 Pro in-ear monitoring headphones. Look at the features, the quality, and I'll give you my opinion on the two units. If you like the video, please hit thumbs up and also subscribe to the Best Buy channel for more reviews on all the different products that Best Buy offers. The XS wireless in-ear monitoring set is available on the Best Buy website, as well as the IE 100 Pro in-ear monitoring headphones. Let's start by taking a look at the XS wireless in-ear monitoring system. The two main components of this system are the transmitter and the wireless pack. It includes a set of headphones. In my opinion, it's a very basic set of headphones. It includes a power adapter. Of course, it has the antenna for broadcasting to the body pack. And there are a few extra things that I did not expect to find in the box. First of all, there's a complete rack mount setup that is adaptable so that you can use it for either half rack mounting or dual mounting if you need 2 units for your production. And it also has international travel adapters so that it can truly be used anywhere. Sennheiser markets the product as simple, easy to use, flexible, reliable, and also as an optimized system to work with their XSW1 and XSW2 microphones, which I will be reviewing in another review shortly. The XS wireless in-ear monitoring system also has a lot of detailed features for synchronization of multiple units, up to 12 different units, as well as some customizable audio settings on the body pack itself to give the artist a personalized experience. I will do my best to explore some of these features a little later in the review. Let's take a look at the front panel of the stereo transmitter. Okay, now we're going to take a quick look at the front and the rear panel of the wireless transmitter. You can see it's a very neat unit, very few buttons. I'll walk you through from my right to left. Starting with the power button, right here, on and off. Simple as that. And then into the scrolling menu. Now, you'll see that it says audio right here. And what that's doing is telling us that we can manipulate the audio functions. And as I press set, I can scroll. Well, when I press set, I enter the menu and I can choose stereo option or mono option for sending to the packs. Oh, and as I continue to press set, I get more options. And here's the gain level. So I can go up to 0 gain, and then I can go as low as -21. So adding a -21 pad to the signal being sent to the pack as well. And as I continue to scroll, those are our 3 audio settings. As I press the menu up and down arrows here, I'm going to go to the next, which is the tuning function. And if I go here, well, then I start to choose the frequency I need. I can dial it in and see it has a lot of possibilities. There are automatic default settings, and this was the first one that came up, 476.2. Now here's where it gets really interesting. When you go to preset, now you have options for the band and the channel. So there are 1, 2, 3 You see the frequencies changing with each one. It's almost randomized, it seems, as well, which is interesting. Almost. And there are different presets, different channels. So it allows you to kind of quickly jump around if you need to. And you can see the possibilities for synchronizing multiple artists are quite numerous. And if you press sync, then it's going to talk to the headset. So that's the front panel up to here. And then there's the last feature, which is a direct monitoring feature. So you can see you have a 1/4-inch headphone jack and a volume knob, which does not represent itself on the LCD screen. Sorry, the volume knob here. And that really is just for direct monitoring. So if I plug in my 1/4-inch headphones, I'm going to listen and hear what the artist is hearing in their headphone pack as well. And now let's take a look at the back panel of the stereo transmitter. The back panel is extremely simple. Here's the power supply. Here's the left and right 1/4-inch or XLR inputs, which I think is a nice and important detail. It means that the unit is more versatile depending on your needs. And the antenna connection. And here is the antenna. And it's quite easy to connect, just like that. Now we'll take a look at the body pack. The body pack is very much a standard design from everything that I've seen in my experience. And if you open it up right here, you see you have the place for the 2 batteries. The kit does come with 2 AA batteries. However, I think they probably won't last super long, so you'll get a higher quality battery very soon. When I turn the pack on, it's right here with the volume knob, so you hear the click there. And you can see our screen is on. And I'm not currently synced to the frequency I want to be at, so I'm going to see if I can get that happening. There. I'm looking for, on my receiver it says 476-200, so I'm going to go for 476-200. A little bit of a scroll to get there. So that matches my, oh, there, I'm going for band 1. That's there. So if I switch to band 1, channel 1, I'm synced. And you can see radio frequency is full, which means that we're happening. So the set button is really your access to all the menus. And you can see there's a lot of options available. I'll close it. We'll come back to this in just one sec. Here's where you plug in your headphones. Here is this light, which there is a guide in the user's manual that explains all the different messages that this link light can communicate with you. There's about 7 or 8 main messages that you might need to know depending on what problems you might have or what the status of the unit is. So that's important. As you can see, the LCD screen is turned off, which means that it has a power saving option. I like this feature except for one little hiccup. When I want to get back into the menu, well, I thought maybe if I moved the volume knob, it would wake it up. Nope. I have to either turn it off and back on to get my menu, or I'll have to dive into the menus to wake up the unit, which is just a little bit of a hiccup. But of course, it's really great to have all that power saving capability. By using the set button here, I start to access all the parameters. So band, channel, and then the actual features. So there's a limiter, it says LIM, is flashing off. Well, press the arrow and you get limiter on. So that limiter is making sure that you don't have any serious peaks in the sound. It will sort of sonically crush those peaks so they don't blast your ears. And you press set again, you get to the EQ, on and off. I'm not really sure what the EQ adds. I didn't hear a huge feature with that. The user manual might explain a bit more. I did not find that information very easily in the user manual. Continue to press set, past the limiter, past the EQ, into the focus mode. The focus mode is very interesting because when you hit focus on, the sound goes from being very wide to becoming very narrow. I was wondering how best to describe this. Wide and narrow are good ways to describe it, but then I was using my telephone with my earbud headphones, the ones that I use in my everyday life. I won't mention the brand, but they're white. They have a thing called spatial audio, and it's interesting. I liken the focus button being on and off to using the spatial audio. It sort of has more depth and presence. It feels a bit more natural, but just less focus. So when you turn on the focus, you end up with a very focused center sound. And when you turn it off, the sound is a little wider. As you can see, the LCD screen is turned off as I was talking, so now I'm going to try and reset there. Press the button, I get my access back on fixing your problem or adjust your parameter. And of course we have the pan, so that's left and right. So if you like to have really just one ear working, then you can do that. So right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what, up to 9. Yeah, so that's all the way right. And that's center and all the way left. And of course there's the frequency. And that's your walk around on the unit. What I'm going to do right now is play some sound through my computer, and you'll see it coming into the unit and broadcasting into the pack as well. So you see the AF is flashing, and that means that there's sound getting through. And I actually had the gain a bit low on the transmitter, so I'm going to boost that, and you should see more volume coming. There you go. You can see the volume coming through. And that's the pack. So the LCD screen has a nice little battery saving feature. It's very standard otherwise. Nice little belt clip, nice and strong. As I mentioned in the written review, it's plastic, which I wonder how durable it will be long term. And that's a small point of concern. Basically, take care of your stuff. That's what it comes down to. Sonically speaking, the body pack sounds good. It has a noise floor like all wireless systems do. I've always found that there's a very audible hiss in most wireless packs, and this is no different. I like the focus feature that brings the sound really to the center. I think it's a nice option to have as opposed to having a wider spatial sound. And I took a walk around with the wireless pack broadcasting music into my ears. I found that the sound transmission was excellent. There was very little sense of interference or degradation in the sound, very stable. So it's a great choice. After that, I'd say the next most important detail is going to be which IEMs you use. There is an included IEM in the kit. These are absolutely the most basic earbuds that you would ever want or need, in my opinion. They sound very basic. It's not much more complicated than that. There's not much of an immersive experience when I listen to them. I feel like they're probably the most entry-level Sennheiser earbuds that exist. So what I'm going to do is dive into the next product in this review. It's the IE100 Pro in-ear monitors. It's a serious step up from these little guys. So you might consider getting your hands on the IE100 Pro if you're looking for a higher quality in-ear monitoring experience overall. Here are the Sennheiser IE100 Pro in-ear monitors. Sennheiser's gone a long way with their introductory level IEMs to give us more than the basic quality features you would need to have a good functioning set of IEMs. I'll take a minute to put them on just to show you how they fit. I've put on the IE100 Pros, and you can see it's a nice little fit. It fits quite nicely into the ear opening, and it has a flexible cable that wraps around the ear, which helps to create an even snugger fit. And if anybody knows anything about in-ear monitors, you know that a good fit is essential to having a good sonic experience. And when you see most artists on television or in live performance, most of them will have a molded custom ear fit because it creates a complete seal and a complete sonic experience for the artist. When you have manufactured IEMs, we don't have that luxury. So we're looking for something that has the best possible fit. What's really cool about the IE 100 Pros is that they fit well. The noise blocking is always going to be in function to the fit. So in this case, I feel like the noise blocking is very modest, which is maybe not exactly what I expect. However, the kit does come with a whole bunch of different tips. I'm using the one that I feel fits the best for me, but there are, I guess, in total 4 different tips that you could try to see which works best for you. There's also a cleaning tool because you will get earwax that builds up in the IEMs over time. At this price level, it's one of the trade-offs that you make when buying IEMs. Custom molded IEMs cost 5, 6, 7 times more than these ones will cost you. And Sennheiser gives you a lot of value for the price. They are lightweight with the wire. They have a nice snug fit. It's hard to see in the back, but there's a little clip here that allows me to create an even snugger fit around my ears. I've tried them out sonically, and of course I cannot demonstrate that in this video, but I will say they sound really good. I really enjoy the sound. I feel like it's really present and it's really crispy and got nice lows, and I feel like if the fit was absolutely optimal, then you would have a really, really great experience hearing everything you need to hear. They are a good step up from the IEM4 earbuds that are included with the XS wireless in-ear monitoring set. They also come with a little carrying pouch, and there's not much else to the kit beyond that. What I really like about it is that they're lightweight. Sometimes when you're on stage and you're active and entertaining the crowd, you would bounce around and there's a risk that you trip over a cable or step on a cable, and at that point the cable and the earbud can kind of like destroy each other. So these actually come unattached. It takes a good deal of force for them to come unattached, but I think that's sort of the idea, is that in case of disaster on stage, they won't go tearing the whole body pack off your body or anything like that. It will just detach from the earbud and the damage will be minimalized. I'll conclude my review of the XS wireless in-ear monitoring set and the IE 100 Pro in-ear monitors by saying that Sennheiser offers a super quality product. No surprise, they're one of the best in the industry. I think what's really interesting is the amount of flexibility, or perhaps options is a better word, that the transmitter and body pack offer. Sonic options with the focus function, mono, stereo, and panning, as well as limiting on the body pack. Really, there's a lot of little details in the audio there that are very useful and create a lot of flexibility for artists, for sound technicians. Also, the fact that the unit is optimized for use with Sennheiser wireless microphones, as well as the fact that it's adaptable for the use with many different musicians. The IE 100 Pro are a nice introduction into Sennheiser's in-ear monitoring products. They do have a huge array of in-ear monitors available, ranging from entry level around the 100 series up until many hundreds, meaning much more expensive as well. The 100s sound good and have all the basic uses that you would need. They're a great utility IEM that could last you a long time with good sound and great features. Both the XS wireless in-ear monitoring set and the IE 100 Pro in-ear monitors are available at the Best Buy website. You can read my full review on the Best Buy blog in the link below the video, as well as visit the products on the Best Buy website. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time.